Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to dive into one of the most important parts of your ICSE English language examination, that is question number 1, composition writing. This question is worth 20 marks and tests your creativity, clarity, structure of your language and ability to engage the reader. Scoring high marks seems very impossible or seems very tough. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you will understand how to score the maximum marks, more than 18 plus for this question, using some smart strategies. And again, you are going to understand how ICSE evaluators mark your essay and what they look for in your essay. Then what are gross arrays or Gs or what are symbol arrays? You are going to understand even that. The first and most important thing to remember is to manage your time wisely during this examination. Since the ICSE English language paper is only 2 hours long, you should spend a maximum of 30 minutes on this question, including proofreading. Spending more time than this can leave you short on time for the other sections of the paper, which can affect your overall performance even. Your composition should ideally be between 300 and 350 words. Writing fewer words than the minimum word limit can make your composition feel incomplete and less impactful, which could result even in the loss of marks. On the other hand, exceeding the word limit can lead to unnecessary details, a lack of focus, and possibly more errors. As you will be rushing toward the end, you are going to make all these mistakes. The ideal word count to aim for is around 300 to 320 words. That is my suggestion for you. And it is very essential to know that the examiners will read your entire composition carefully. They pay attention to every word and sentence. So it is important that you write with precision and clarity. Additionally, every word you write is counted by the evaluator to check the word limit, including small words like articles, a, and, the, and preposition in, on, at. Every words are going to be counted by the evaluator. So you must ensure that you followed the word count. Then make sure you answer all parts of the question. The composition topics often have multiple parts, many instructions, and missing even one part can lead to a loss of marks. For example, if the question asks you to describe an event and reflect on its significance, but you only describe the event and you forgot to reflect the significance, you will lose marks for not addressing the reflection part. Always read the question thoroughly and ensure that your composition covers everything that needed. So by managing your time, adhering to the word limit, and carefully answering all parts of the question, you can ensure your composition meets the expectations of the examiner and earns you the maximum possible marks. Now let us look into the questions that are appeared in this session. When you open the paper, you will find 5 choices under question number 1, and these will usually cover a variety of topics. These choices typically include: first one, story writing. Here either a title or the first line of a story would be given and you have to write based on that. And second question, under this session you can find narrative writing based on your personal experiences, such as helping your mother during illness, something like that. And third question would be argumentative essay, which means debating a statement. They give you a statement. For example, democracy cannot survive without education. Here you have to choose either for or against the statement. You cannot stand for both. And fourth question under this session you can find descriptive writing, describing familiar sights or sounds or events, something like that. And the last question is picture composition, writing a story, description or account based on the picture what is given, the image what is given. So out of these 5 questions, you can choose any topic according to your convenience. But if I suggest you, it is better to choose a descriptive essay or narrative essay, because these types of writing allow you to share your personal experiences. This makes your composition more original and interesting. In a descriptive essay, you can write about things you know very well, like a place or an event or people around you, and you can describe it in detail as you know them very well. This helps you to use your own observations and creates a strong connection with the reader, and it looks original piece of writing. These essays give you more freedom to use simple language and avoid mistakes, and help you to stay on track with the word count. And once if you choose the topic or the question, try to understand the question completely or thoroughly. The question may have 2 or 3 parts. Every part of the question must be answered in different paragraphs. It is very essential to organize your thoughts before you begin writing. A strong composition should have a clear structure with a minimum of 3 paragraphs, an engaging introduction, a well-developed main body, and a memorable conclusion. So, as I said before, while writing, always aim for originality. Even if the topic feels familiar, try to approach it with a fresh perspective. For example, if you are writing about an experience of helping your mother, include specific personal details rather than copying from somewhere else. Avoid using ideas copied from books or movies, as examiners can often identify such attempts and they write the remark lifted on your answer script and degrade your essay. And your language should always be simple and clear, because this makes your composition easy to read and understand. Start by writing one sentence at a time and cross-check it for errors like grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Only move to the next sentence after making sure the current sentence is correct. No mistake. You might wonder, how can I do this within 30 minutes when I also need time for proofreading? Don't worry. The word limit is just 300 words, which is manageable if you follow this method. Keep your sentences very short and avoid using overly complicated words or phrases. For example, instead of writing, she was deeply engrossed in a profound state of contemplation. Instead of this, you can simply say, she was lost in her thoughts. That's enough. This is enough to convey your idea. Remember, this is not the time to impress the examiner with the fancy words or show off your knowledge or vocabulary. Your primary focus should be on writing error-free sentences to secure maximum marks. Avoid making gross errors like grammar mistakes or incorrect usage of articles and prepositions, as each mistake can cost you a full mark, 1 mark. Also steer clear of simple errors, SCs, which can cost half a mark each. I tell you later on what are simple errors and gross errors. By writing clear, short sentences and carefully checking for mistakes, you can create a high quality composition that stays within the word limit and earns you the highest possible score. Now let us see how your composition is evaluated by the examiners. ICSE evaluators follow a strict marking scheme, and there are penalties for certain errors or certain mistakes. Here is how marks can be deducted. In the ICSE composition evaluation, gross errors or GE are serious mistakes that reflect poor grammatical understanding or improper use of the English language. Each gross error results in a deduction of 1 full mark, and repeated mistakes can significantly affect your marks. Let us examine this in detail with examples. Errors such as incorrect tense usage, subject and verb agreement, or faulty sentence structure, for each mistake you are going to lose 1 mark, because they affect the flow and clarity of your writing, especially misusing prepositions like in, on, at, etc. And even the wrong use of articles results in a loss of 1 mark per mistake, because these small errors can make sentences unclear or grammatically incorrect. Example, if you write a sentence, she is sitting in the table, Here we can understand the preposition in is used here incorrectly. So you lose 1 mark. So the correct sentence would be, she is sitting at the table. Starting sentences with the conjunctions like and, but, so, because is considered informal and leads to a deduction of 1 mark again. Using abbreviations like U for you or info for information is considered highly unprofessional in academic writing, and this results in a deduction of 1 mark per mistake. For example, please send me the info. Here there are 2 G's, please and info. 2 marks you lost. So correct sentence would be, please send me the information. So stick to the formal language throughout your composition to maintain its academic tone. And glossaries are penalized heavily because they directly impact the quality, readability and correctness of your writing. For example, making 5 glossaries would mean losing 5 marks out of the total 20. That is why every sentence you write needs to be error-free. You need to cross-check after writing each sentence before writing another one. And next is symbol arrays or SEs. It will cost you half a mark per mistake. Let us take a closer look at these arrays and understand how to avoid it. Every spelling mistakes cost you half a mark. Misspelled words not only affect your score but also make your composition appear very careless. To avoid spelling mistakes, keep your writing simple and use words you are confident with. And if unsure, choose alternative words that you know are very correct. Incorrect or missing punctuation is another mistake, such as commas, periods and quotation marks. If you use it wrong, it can result in half a mark deduction per mistake. Proper punctuation helps make your sentences clear and easy to understand. Then using informal language or slang such as bro, gonna or wanna, these are considered inappropriate, especially in English language examination when you write composition. So stick to the formal English and avoid casual expressions as they make your writing unsuitable for an academic setting. Making 6 symbol arrays or SEs could lead to losing 3 marks out of 20. To prevent these mistakes, proofread your composition carefully after completing it. Even with a time limit of 30 minutes, taking 2 to 3 minutes to review your work can save you from unnecessary deductions. So by keeping your language formal, spelling accurate and punctuation correct, you can maximize your marks and present a polished, error-free composition. And another one of the most common and easily avoidable mistakes in ICSE composition writing is submitting your work as a single block of text, which means some of them write the complete composition as one paragraph. They don't divide the composition into different paragraphs. This practice can cost you a hefty 2 marks, which is a significant deduction in a 20-mark question. So understand, paragraphs are essential for organizing your ideas and making your composition easy to read. They help structure your thoughts logically. A well-paragraphed composition demonstrates clarity, discipline, and attention to detail, all of which contribute to a high score. So always ensure your composition is divided into appropriate paragraphs. Take a moment to plan your composition and divide it into sections before you start writing. Finally, before moving on to the next question, spend 1 or 2 minutes reviewing your composition. Check for grammar mistakes, spelling and punctuation errors. Ensure your composition is well structured. Your ideas flow logically and you have stayed within the word limit. If you follow all these instructions, trust me, you can score more than 18 marks out of 20. So that's it for today's session. Remember, question 1 is your golden opportunity to score high in the ICSE English language paper. Practice a few compositions before the examination. Follow these steps and you'll look great. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe and share with your friends. And let me know in the comment section which type of composition you are planning to write. Until next time, happy studying and good luck for your upcoming examination. Bye bye. Take care.